This is my honest review of Marketer's Boost. Hi there, I'm Victor. If you enjoy this video, please click on the like button. To say hello or ask questions to me, please do so in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is a review of Marketer's Boost from the vendor, Richard Fairbairn. Marketer's Boost is a social proof platform of 24 and more customizable conversion tools that you can apply to your web pages by the use of a JavaScript code async sourcing. I'll explain all of that in this review. It says that it's newbie friendly and that no technical skills are required. But please watch this review, because ultimately something like this can bite you in the butt. It can be fantastic and it can do everything they say, but if you don't know how to test things and you don't actually try to test things, then it can give you some unexpected outcomes. And even they will tell you that in their training that they have, and when they talk about setting things up and everything, they try to do that. But I really want to emphasize this. I've been a programmer for more than 20 years myself, and so I really wanted to do this review when I saw it, because even I've been bitten by stuff like this in the past myself. So maybe not as newbie friendly and non-tech friendly as it sounds, because you just really want to pay attention to this kind of stuff. And it really does say that it's newbie friendly. It wants to make that clear. And so what is it? Conversion boosting machine is what they describe itself as here. Marketer's Boost works for the following, and basically anybody who's doing business online is saying that it can help you. But what is it? And I'm going to scroll down here, and we're going to go ahead and look at a list of different things that they give some good examples here, actually. And so social proof notifications, right? What are they? When you're on a web page and something comes up just before you try and leave the page, and it says, hey, wait, don't you want this? Don't you want to subscribe? What if we give you a coupon? Or you're looking at a web page. In sales, a lot of times you'll see a little pop-up that comes up, a window that says, so-and-so from such and such place just bought one of these. Don't you want to buy one? All of these different things. There's so many different things that are considered social proof. They're different things that encourage people to do things what you need them to do. So if you need them to buy something, right, or whatever. And so right here it says that this platform, all these different tools, they can help you. And 3 easy steps. Copy and paste a single line of code, and they show you how to do that. And I'm going to show you that basic simple line of code in a second. Choose your notification type and customize it to your specification. And then watch your conversion soar, right? And that's if everything's set up right and everything works right, which is great. And they actually have a good demo, I think, that really basically they show you, they put this code in. Here's different ways that it's working on their test website, if you will, using an e-commerce store as the site. And I actually included a link to that YouTube video in the description if you want to see that. Here are some of the examples of things that are able to pop up and be used. Information bar, image, display a small widget in the informative image of your choice. Like an image pops up and you have a button on it that says register, and you click on it. Or someone's on your website and this little thing pops up that says sign up to receive updates and discounts via email, and it gives a person, it asks the person, hey, don't you want to sign up? Or coupon bar, as an example, collect leads with a nice looking and big. Modal is like a pop-up that pops up, and you can't do anything else on a web page until you do something with whatever this is. That's considered modal. A button bar, we just launched our product feature, text feedback, any suggestions, so someone can easily, it just makes it pop up and so that people can respond. And I'm just scrolling through here so you can see some of the type of thing that the tools can do. And so how does this work? Well, you put a line of code near the end of the header section of any web page you want to use the tools on, and then you go into their dashboard and you set up tools for that page, and you're able to, you know, tweak the tools and everything. So you could change some of the buttons and some of the colors and obviously the wording and stuff, as well as the links. So if someone clicks on it, where do they go? Do they go to an affiliate page or something else that you want? And so it has a lot of abilities, a lot of things that you can do. It's very powerful. If there's any of these kind of things that you would like to have on your web page or your website, there's a few things I want to encourage you about. So first, let me show you, when you purchase this and everything, they give you a code that you use. And when it generates the code, it tells you here where you're going to put it on the web page. Now, they said that it's newbie friendly and techie friendly, right? You don't have to be technical. If you have, for example, a WordPress site and you don't know how to get to this code on one of your WordPress pages, well, it's already too technical for you. And I would say that you're going to want to get some help. They might even be able to walk you through it, and there's nothing wrong with that. And trying this, and there's nothing wrong with that. My biggest thing is going to be this. I can tell you that anything that's going to load in this section of your web page basically has permission to do a lot of stuff. And I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just saying that some things are not compatible with other things when it comes to programming. And the only way that you find out a lot of times is by trial and error. What I'm saying is if there's something that you want to try, some feature that they have that you really want to have on your web page and you want to go ahead and try this, well, my first thing is, does your platform already have something to do it? So if you want something to pop up and say something, or how many people have visited, for example, your website, do you already have something that you don't have to pay for that's already built into the system that you can use? Maybe seeing this is just brought it to your attention for the first time. This is a lot of tools. So what do you want this for, really? In other words, when you look at the different tools they have, is there something that stands out to you that you would love to have on your web page or your website? If the answer is yes, then the question is what is the tool? And then I want you to ask yourself, or find out from the platform that you have or that you're using, is it already provided and you just haven't ever looked into it and it's coming to your attention because of the marketing and everything? Because if they already have it built into your stuff, you don't need to go buy it and then try and add it. And there's nothing wrong. If you need to buy it and add it, there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm going to suggest that you do is this. Find something specific that you want to add. If you go to the bottom of the sales page, there's a 14-day money-back guarantee kind of a thing. So you got 14 days that you need to find something that you really want to try, apply the code like they say that you have to, and test it. Make sure that it works. But even more importantly, maybe, make sure that your website still works. I've purchased stuff like this in the past myself, where you would add some code to the website and then my website would break until I turned it off again. Sometimes these companies can work with you and they can figure out what's wrong. Sometimes they're not going to be able to. And that's why I'm saying, well, what if what you already have already has it? You just hadn't asked for it. So look into it. If you're going to use something like this, get it, find something specific, and go ahead and put it to test. Put it in, try it out, make sure everything works, make sure your website works. And I mean everything still works on your website. And then if everything works, then fantastic. And if it doesn't, well, as long as you're inside of their money-back guarantee says 14 days, then at least you still have a chance to get your money back and everything. Kind of buyer beware, and I just wanted to put this review together to encourage people on how to use something like this as far as actually being very practical for your own sake, and so it doesn't hurt your website and everything. Could this be useful? It could be very useful, even if for no other reason, because it's brought it to your attention and you can look into it for your own website and everything. The front end's $27, it looks like here. They have the MB Social for $37, and if you say, oh, I don't want that, then probably you end up with a page that says, what if we take $10 off, kind of a thing, you know? And then same thing here for the reseller. What if we take this much off? Is that okay then? I would say if you're going to use this, probably the front end's all you're going to need. Maybe MB Social for some of the other features. But like I said, it's possible that you have a lot of these features available to you. Like if you're using Thrive themes, for example, you probably have a lot more available to you than you realize. You just need to do a search on it and find out. Especially if you're using something like Thrive themes, I would say that if you're going to try something like this, get it, put it to test really quick inside of that 14-day warranty period, and so that you can return it if you need to. I know I still have stuff that I paid for and didn't test as thoroughly as I needed to. Anyway, I say that in jest, but it's kind of a bittersweet thing, right? Anyway, I don't want that for you. If you get this, test it, give it a good run, and I think it's some neat stuff. If you really want to try any of this, consider these questions and then have fun. Is there anything they have you really want to try? And does it already exist in your platform? Are you able to test whatever you want to try and confirm it does what you need inside of 14 days or less of when you buy this, so that you can return it if you need to? Just be wise about tools like this is the basic conclusion that I have. They can be great, but they can also affect your site. Just be able to test things so you can get help or make changes if you need to. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a 4 because although it says it's newbie friendly and non-tech friendly, you'd be wise to understand these tools and how to test that they do what you need on your page or your website or your platform before just installing and walking away and assuming that everything is good to go. You don't want to do that. Even this vendor would say, put it on there and test it and make sure everything's working good and everything. Hopefully this helps you and gives you an idea of maybe how to approach this if you want to go for it. In case you might be interested in something that could help in all of your marketing and online business, click on my link or go to 𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐸.com for some really interesting stuff. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to say hello to me in the comments below and subscribe to my channel.